Welcome to Namaste Poon. My name is Poon. I'm the founder and CEO at Butler. In today's episode, we'll be talking about employment and as well as how Butler, me and my team have created a positive, progressive, growth-focused, service-orientated employment working culture in the business and how we are able to elevate, create new opportunities, upskill candidates, employees from where they were to where they are now. So, in today's episode, this is a little bit more interesting. It really goes into a little bit of philosophy, it goes into a little bit of philanthropy, it goes into a very high level of business strategy and how Butler as a business over the years, from the year we started our business actually in 2016, right, how the values and the principles that guided us allowed us to do some of those gestures that are very extreme, that over the years we realized that actually that is a very good idea that we have a very good thing that we have done. And looking back, it was a very good decision that we have done it as well, a very good investment as well. So let's get started, right? What makes Butler exciting? And this goes out to the general audience that are watching this video, to potential candidates that are also watching this video, and as well as to existing fellow colleagues as well that are also watching this video, in how the Butler company created a culture of learning, mutual upskilling, and as well as blue ocean, new opportunities, new boundaries. So let's start off with in our company, basically, first of all, we create a system that is called, for the lack of a better word, is called a don't disturb me system. So what I mean by don't disturb me system is that if you get your job done, nobody's gonna disturb you, correct? Because for us, for someone to disturb you, someone else has to be actually keeping a tab on you. So the thing here is that, or in Singapore terms, it's called don't kacau me system, right? So the idea here is that everyone get the job done, everyone report to work, everyone get their progress. At the end of the day, nobody's gonna come look for you. You don't have to. You can go and enjoy your family time, or catch a movie, this and that. So, or get your rest. For employees, get your rest that you need. So how do we do that, right? First of all, like I mentioned, we touch on philosophy, we touch on philanthropy, we touch on business strategy, we touch on basically doing the things like in the previous episode, being original, right? Doing it better, and constantly evaluating and improvising the entire processes that we have to uphold the standards of the system, which is of course proprietary. But basically, to keep it simple, right? So how do we make it attractive? First of all, at Butler, we believe that we are being bold and we are efficient. So we do have a culture that when you do join the company, right, we kind of expect the employees to take initiative, and we have this thing called the assessment period. I mean, in other companies, you'll call them probation, and probably you have a 3 or 6 months probation, right? In the Butler company, this thing is streamlined a lot more. Like within the first or second week, we would actually already QC and figure out more or less whether the candidate is a right or wrong fit. And this goes into a very interesting process whereby how do you ensure that you don't make the wrong judgment calls during interview process, right? Of course, that process is proprietary, but to keep it simple, right, we have a very good HR system, we have a very good hiring system, we have a very good interviewing system, and we also have a very good onboarding system. So what does that mean? It means that more or less for us to make a mistake along the way is actually very unlikely over the years that we have developed this system. We believe that if the candidate can come in to the final step and get their contract signed, they are more or less, they already know what to expect. I think that's one of the key highlights of the Butler system is that we set the standard before you even come in. And I think that's very important for setting employees' expectation these days as business owners, SME owners, right, leaders, you all will know that the standards of upholding is very important, right? Not everyone's standard is on the same page. And more or less, when you hire employees, you're simply hiring employees that you hope that can align to the standards and the expectations of their job role and the company. How we did that and how Butler can do it, like what we are doing is that we kind of figure out that pretty early on, right? We got our brand messaging very clearly done, right? In Butler, we are world class. So we try to be world class at everything that we do. Right? We try to do the best in everything we do, try to deliver service excellence in everything we do, right? Ensure quality in everything we do. So all these kind of underlying values and mission and allows us to basically stay grounded to this fundamental concept that we have to work with quality and we pay for quality as a business. So likewise, vice versa, our customer pay us for quality. The commodity that we are actually providing or trading is called quality. So that is what is reciprocated throughout the entire organization. People get promoted because they have quality. People get hired because they have quality. Right? People get the whole system is designed around this check and balance system, a natural check and balance system. So how can your organization, in the sense, take on this kind of references as well? Be very clear on your company messaging. Be very clear on what you want to do. Right. For lack of better words, if the business is a sweatshop, then jolly well it will be a sweatshop. If it's a business that is a common business, then let it be common business. If it's a luxury business, let it be luxury. So know your market, know your segment, know your affinity very well. And from there, right, you can basically determine the kind of standard and quality that you want in your system. And once you have that, I think the rest will all fall in place. Now, in terms of the second part, so for how do we encourage growth, opportunities, new boundaries, new territories, new blue ocean in our business? How the business actually expanded from a housekeeping business to 11 different businesses covering marine, covering many other businesses as well, is that we believed in one thing. In our first episode, we talked about capitalist and socialistic management styles. I believe at Butler, we have both of them. We believe in doing the right things and investing in our employees, right? Whether it's for uplifting of their own personal welfare, or whether it is in upskilling them through courses, through training, through facilities. We do that. And second of all is that we have a system that is a hybrid as well. I call it the neo. Okay, let's just call it a modern system, right? So the modern system basically hybrids takes the best of capitalistic management and the best of socialistic management, which Butler has juggled with both as well. Is that we basically have a term in our business called the annual wage increment. So annual wage increment, this policy is very interesting. So this policy was created, I came up with the idea. So this policy basically is that for employees, right, every year without fail, they will be enjoying AWI, right? Not AWS, but AWI. So AWI, every year they will get to enjoy it. And this AWI will be pegged to the growth percentage of the company. Now, if the employee does not get promoted, they automatically will get AWI. So should the employee be promoted within the past 12 months, they will be getting their new pay grade with a deferred or a cliff of 12 months for the AWI. So suppose if they are promoted in September, then the next AWI will come in 12 months later. So what this AWI does is that this AWI basically takes the best of both worlds, right? Whether you're a capitalistic system or you're a socialistic system, the idea here is that AWI, what it does is without fail, right? Employees are safeguarded, they will get their annual wage increments, but also, right, for employees that wishes to climb the ladder and to become better, they can actually get promoted, and they should be promoted, right? Which we always encourage because the door is open wide open. They can be promoted, and they can actually go on the next level. And then from there, if they are not ready for the next level, they can just stay there and get the AWI on a yearly basis. So this is some of the things that we do, but also not just that. I think what we do for employees in terms of new opportunities is that as the Butler expands, we have a very common system, and a common system is that employees are able to have an understanding of what the company is doing. Of course, we got many things, and even for housekeepers, they are able to cross develop in other departments so that everyone can really hone their skills. And for those that have skills in other segments, they can actually help out as well. So basically, it is very interesting because when the Butler business expanded to many businesses, we not just have the service anymore, we have the products under Butler Shop. We also have the trading under Butler Marine, and so on and so forth. So it actually allows for both myself, my team, and also all my fellow colleagues to actually get a very wholesome experience in different category of service provision, whether it's the goods, whether it's the services. Is very interesting. So I think in general, when we talk about today's episode, which is about building your brand visibility, and how your business can stand out in hiring, in company profile, in company processes, is that simply do it to the best of your ability, and also grow it in a way that you think will best suit your business depending on the category that your business is in.